am Danny Otto. Joining with me tonight, the one, the only. It's 50 Shades of Greg.
You could be anywhere doing anything if you're a dick. But thank you for being here doing us.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. How are you, man?
I'm doing, I don't even know how to answer that question anymore. I guess I'm doing good, all things considered. Oh, hi, Johnny Rico.
Yeah, that makes sense. Billy McD.
Will Smith.
Yeah, hi. All right, anyways, yeah, I'm fine.
Martin. You want to bring in the
yeah, let's go check on some other folks.
All right, joining with us tonight, the one, the only, it's Megatron.
We haven't even been here for like a minute and we're already saying dick.
I know.
Just calls everybody a dick.
I'm off to a strong start.
We don't have a dick counter. We can say dick as much as we want.
Ding.
We should start a dick counter. That's what we need. That's what
Actually, can we get an intern with like just a clicker thing, and every once in a while we just flash to
we've
them.
made it if we get an intern.
I just want an intern with a little clicker, and every week we choose a different word that he has to click to see if we've said it, how many times we've said it. That's all I want to do.
You guys are at home. No one's doing anything. Anyone want to be our intern?
Yeah! Send your resumes in now.
No. Worst decision you've ever made. Okay.
Joining with us tonight, last but not least, it's Danos.
Oh!
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Tim Burton pop.
Yes.
I like that one.
Oh,
and that wasn't even the pop of the week. We got a bonus pop of the week now.
What is it?
Yeah.
Hit us with it. What is
it sounds like Wilkes Booth has thrown his hat in the ring to be the dick clicker.
Hey, I'm down.
Amazing.
That's Last
if he
of Us
wants
3
in.
enemy.
Yeah.
Dick clicker, Last of Us 3 enemy.
Dick clicker of state.
If you want to be the dick clicker or the curse word clicker, because we're gonna pick a new word every episode, so it shouldn't just be dick clicker. But anyway.
it's like Coke. Like in the South, they call all pop Coke or all soda Coke. Yeah, we're just gonna call it the dick clicker.
All right.
Wow.
In Florida, they call it mess.
Moving on.
You guys want to
move on?
I'm gonna be the moving on, please. Let's go.
Thank you.
Pop of the week.
What is it?
All right. So this one I think Megatron's going to be excited for.
What?
It is the Black Widow from Avengers Assembled sets. It's the one from Amazon exclusives. She's on pre-order right now. This is the next one that's coming out. And like I said, this would be an awesome centerpiece for anybody who's got like a desk or a table or a coffee table or something, because it makes a big circle. All of the ground clicks together for all the original 6 Avengers.
What?
Like hero clicks. Huh?
It's kind of like hero clicks, only not as awesome.
But no, not.
But no, these are really cool. And what sucks is I didn't jump on the bandwagon and get Iron Man because he was the first one that was released. And I was like, if I buy Iron Man, I'm going to if I buy Iron Man, I'm going to have to buy all of them. And that's what I said to myself. And now I can't get Iron Man. So like now I'm like stuck. Yeah.
Well,
so
what's the price? What's the price of Iron Man right now?
Iron Man's like 60, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can get all of the other ones that have been released already for like $60.
Why Iron Man? Like, why is it just because he was the beginning? And
he was the first one. So I guess they stopped.
RDJ.
Maybe a little bit of all of that, but maybe if I can find Iron Man at a reasonable price, I might just start getting all of them. But if I can't, then I'm just not going to.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
We got a lot of stuff to get to, and I'm really excited.
Let's do it.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So Netflix and Spill / Disney Plus and us. All right. So this one's really exciting. This came out a couple days ago, but basically we got an article that just dropped that said Universal and AMC have agreed to a 17-day theater window. I know I couldn't say that word, so I went with theater instead. Theater window. So basically, what this means is that Universal has agreed that they only have to have their movies in AMC theaters for 17 days before it can go to video on demand. And part of the agreement is AMC is going to get some profit from the video on demand stuff. But like this is basically saying we want people to watch it. We know you're not going to come to the theaters anytime soon, so we're going to do this and then go right to video on demand, which is what people are going to actually watch. What do you guys think about this? Like this, I think this is very interesting. I think it's a way around the rules without just going straight video on demand, What do you guys think about this? Good, bad? You like it? You hate it?
Megan?
I mean, I think it's interesting. I mean, I think we're at a phase where the way that we consume movies is going to be different for a while. And I think it depends on kind of how the next few months go. So I think this is kind of a way to compromise, because some places will still have movie theaters open. Other places are not for a while, probably. So they can kind of do both and still make their money, you know? And I think depending on how things go in the next over the next year, it'll determine if it stays like that afterwards, like if people feel confident going back to the movie theaters or not. Because even after things are better, I think a lot of consumers are not going to feel confident going to the movie theaters for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not going to feel comfortable for a while. But what I was going to say is, do you think if this works out for Universal, if it works on in their favor, do you think all of the other studios are going to follow? Like, are we going to see Black Widow before the end of the year on video? And
yes, because it's a good idea. I mean, I read through the article. It's all above board. Like, they're all getting a good deal. It makes sense. There's going to be a little bit of a gap between the 17 days and when you can actually see it on VOD. But other than that, it's a great idea.
For a while and stuff.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As long as I get my Vin Diesel in my living room sooner than later, I'm fine. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Dan has a passionate hatred for Fast and Furious, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Dan, we're doing Fast and... You know what? This is what we're going to do. It's a new mini-sode idea. Dan and I are going to watch all the Fast and Furious movies.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
They're in my heart. I don't need to see them.
We're doing
it in my heart.
I have to bring a lot of alcohol for that.
We're doing it. It's going to happen. We're going to try to do them as much as possible, and we're just going to cut it up per movie. So that's how many minisodes we'll have.
You're going to need a lot just to get through two. Fast and Furious.
It's written in stone. We're doing it. Tim, approved.
Fine.
All right, so moving on. All right, so we got a lot of really cool things that dropped from San Diego Comic-Con / Virtual Con. One of the cool things that I thought everybody here and everybody in the population would have liked and hopefully already saw was we got a really quick first look at Rick and Morty season 5 footage. I stole one of the frames. Yeah. So we had, if you guys watched this, we actually had Morty calling Jessica and basically getting a date. So I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, and he was like, I want to live.
And apparently we met Rick's mortal enemy. So
oh my god, it's amazing. If you haven't watched the little clip that they released, as you can see from the art, it looks like it's the art but just not colored yet. But you got to watch it. It's amazing.
It's really good.
Megs.
Meg, if you have a chance, post the YouTube link. It's in our rundown. Post the YouTube link on the group so everybody can watch it. Anyway, so moving on, we have got a ton of stuff. I tried to stack this so they kind of flowed into each other. So we got a couple of TV / video game stories to lead into gamer tags. So the first one is we got an article that said that Brie Larson, aka Captain Marvel, is interested in potentially playing Samus in a Metroid Prime movie. What do you guys feel about like this casting? There's so many questions and so many different ways we could go with this. What do you feel about this particular casting? How do you feel about actors kind of calling their shot as far as like, hey, I want to do this. Hire me to do this. Like, what do you guys think about these things?
I'll start.
Okay.
Because it's going to take 1 second. I love the casting idea. I think she would be perfect for it. I couldn't feel more the opposite about the fact that she's asking to do it. I hate that shit. I get it. I know I get it. I know she's in the position to do it, well, whatever, but it just bothers me. It's like if I was Nintendo, I'd be like, don't tell me what to do, bitch. I mean, I'll cast my own shit. Shut up. But she'd be perfect. So there you go.
Dan,
for me, I love Nintendo. If Nintendo wants to go the route of making movies, I think they got a franchise to do it. If they want to start with Metroid, I'd like to see a series. If she has that much passion to play it, I'd consider her. Maybe have her something. She has so much passion. maybe take her on board not only as an actor, but as in like, okay, give me
She could
some
produce.
ideas. Yeah, something like that.
She could.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'd rather her play Isabel in a live action Animal Crossing movie. This woman on Twitter and Instagram obsessed with Animal Crossing is the cutest thing in the world, by the way. So look into that.
Will do.
All right, so we'll keep an eye out to see if anything actually comes from this. I mean, we don't know as of right now. It's just an article about somebody saying maybe they'd like to be cast. So it's really nothing right now. But I just thought it was interesting to talk about and hear what everybody had to say. So the next
I'd
thing,
say Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, 100%. Approve it, yeah. Tim's casting. Wow. Tim is casting the Metroid Prime movie. Anyway, moving on. I'm really, really excited about this. I don't know if you guys are, but G4 apparently is returning in 2021. This is crazy. Attack of the Show. I mean, I watched it.
I remember
as much as I possibly could. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about this? Who do you think is going to be hosting Attack of the Show if we get that back, or what shows do you think we're going to see?
I see we're gonna see a lot of less YouTube channels for sure if G4 comes out, because I've been down that rabbit hole watching videos on video games by everybody, and I kind of I like the profanity ones. I like the ones that use a lot of profanity. So that's what I'm geared to.
That means it's good.
Yeah, but G4, I don't know. Why did they leave in the first place?
Herpes.
Nobody was watching, right? Herpes. Yeah.
Well, clearly, there's an audience for these kinds of shows. I mean, the YouTube channels that we've been watching anyway. Like sometimes there was one of them we looked at, and they're like, "This video has only been out for 4 hours, and it's already got like 100,000 views."
Were you watching PewDiePie or Ninja?
No, it was actually girlfriend reviews, which I love.
Yeah, but this shit happens. No, you're absolutely right. I cannot believe the amount of views these people get for basically, I mean, less than what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and some of them are annoying AF.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, why do they have so many views? I don't understand. It's terrible. Anyway.
G4 better come up with some good ideas to keep.
Look, I just want Attack of the Show. We don't even have to bring back all of G4. Just bring back Attack of the Show.
See, that would be better.
I'll take all the original hosts.
Because also, where are we going to watch it? On TV?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Did you see what Wilkes Booth just said? He's wondering why Attack of the Show just updated all their shit.
Oh, that's
why. Probably is coming back.
No. All right.
I liked Attack of the Show. I remember that. All right. So I lied. We messed up the transition. We got one more story on Disney Plus and Us. Season 2 of Umbrella Academy releases tomorrow. How do you guys? I mean, I kind of feel like you guys are all excited about this. I mean, I am. I think it was a really season 1 was really good. Dan, maybe not as excited. Dan, how'd you feel?
I'm on episode 2 of season 1.
Okay.
And I'm just super excited for The Boys. I hate to say
me too.
it.
I get it.
Look, the superhero show I'm watching right now is The Boys. I wish I had time for 2, but I'm playing a lot of video games right now.
Right.
I don't have time to watch Netflix.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Dan,
exactly.
did you finish The Boys yet, or are you
Did I finish it?
No, not The Boys.
The Boys.
Okay.
No, you're not talking about The Boys. You're asking if you finished Umbrella.
No, I'm asking.
I love Boys.
Okay.
We've only watched 2 episodes of Umbrella Academy, and
that's what I'm saying.
It's just like it's close, but it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
It's partly terribly acted. The writing's a little weird, and it's not good enough for me to spend any time on it right now. I think amazing games to play.
I think it's one of those things where if you kind of get together with friends and kind of binge it, it's one of those things. I think it's worth watching. But I understand if you have other stuff you're either watching or doing or stuff like that. I totally get that.
We're in feudal Japan right now. So.
I kind of watched it in 2 clumps, so I got through it really quick, type of thing. I think it's good. I'm excited for season 2. I don't know if I'm going to watch it right away. Dan, I absolutely agree with you. Way more excited for season 2 of The Boys.
Yeah,
I've already rewatched it recently with a roommate of mine who hadn't seen it before, and he was like, "Holy shit, how did I miss this?" And I was like, "I don't know, because it's incredible."
Yeah,
Even
but
the
guys,
second
watching
time.
it. I'll be watching season 2 with Greg right under this arm right here.
yes, you
Just like
absolutely. Yes, you
There's Greg.
absolutely
There's
will.
Greg.
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Literally taking me under his wing. No. But real quick, the last thing I was going to say about this is, we should actually probably finish up by going back to the Umbrella Academy instead of the boys. The Umbrella Academy, there is a ton of crap out there, you guys, and you know how harsh I am on stuff. You know how I hate everything. I just got to say, it's worth watching. Like, I'm excited for season 2. Why not? Like, I can't spend 6, 7, 8 hours watching it. It's better than 90% of the crap that's out. So I'm a yes.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's still on our to watch list because it was interesting enough that we'll get back to it, but it didn't hook us enough.
Fair.
I agree.
It's no boys.
Right.
It's no
Right.
boys.
All right, you guys ready for gamer tags?
Yes.
Yeah. The little
I've
thing on the
been
bottom of the
ready.
screen is yeah. All right. So the first thing pertains mostly to me and Billy McDonald and number one fan Martin and Danos, because Halo Infinite, we just found out that it supports 2-player co-op locally and 4-player co-op online for its campaign. This is super exciting news. This means that maybe Greg and Danos can play at their apartment, and then me, and then maybe one listener from the population can all do it 4-team style for our campaigns as soon as we get this.
Yeah, this
So
is
you're
gonna get ugly.
they're saying that if I'm sitting in my house playing Halo Infinite with Greg on the couch, we can go online and play with you.
And one other person from the
Oh
population.
shit! Oh, I wasn't
I don't
putting
know
that
about
together. Yeah, I didn't think that was good. No. Seriously, I didn't think that was right.
Yeah,
No,
4-player
Player
online
co-op
co-op.
online.
Danos.
I think Greg needs to be at his house. I need to be at my house. Then we go on and meet you. I don't think Greg can sit on my couch and we go online with you and somebody else. Usually it's not like that with video games. I wish it was, but I
It'd be
ran
amazing.
video games. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We will.
I mean, all
They
you
need
got to do is
figure
walk
out
next door.
They need to figure out
True.
Halo Infinite right now. I saw a breakdown of the video and I was not excited enough. Oh my god!
I will say
train
this.
wreck right now.
I saw the live stream video, and then I saw an updated graphic for some of a short clip from a video. And so the renderings we saw on the stream apparently weren't anywhere near the finished product.
2 years old because
I think it goes beyond the renderings for me.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
I don't know.
All right,
Yeah.
These are Last of Us.
to do to get their shit together before that releases.
These are Last of Us 2 brats.
Also, there's rumors of it
like every other game.
Might be delayed now.
Right.
If anything, no. Here's the thing: if anything is delayed, it's a play to make sure that it gets on the next gen instead of the older gen right now. That's what all games are doing right now.
Yeah.
There's not really and call it a conspiracy all you want, but it's just.
I think he's right.
I really think that. I think anything that gets delayed to after the release of the new consoles is just to make sure that it gets on and gets sold with the newer console. That's what I think.
Okay, so if the
Based
newer
on what we
console
just
comes
saw,
out,
if it's delayed, is to fix it.
Yeah, true. That too.
Danny, it looked bad. It looked bad.
whoa, we got an argument.
I'm sorry. It looks like a 10.
There was
look.
I'm not defending it. I don't think that it looked rendered right, but I will say there are things that I'm happy about that I think 343 dropped the ball with 4 and 5 that immediately when I watched the video I liked, like with the grunts, like the way that they were talking, like that was more back to the original trilogy of Halo 1 through 3 that I really liked. They were goofy and stuff like that. Like that's what I liked. And I just there's more, like obviously I'm gonna buy it because I'm a Halo fan, but I just from watching the video, there were a lot more positives that I was worried about going into the video than I am about graphics. Obviously, they're going to fix the graphics and they're going to fix stuff that did not look next gen-ish yet. So if that's the reason it's delayed, cool. And I understand. So, but
Right.
I saw more potential positives than I did in potential negatives because they're not going to release a steaming pile of crap. So
we don't know. Yeah, okay.
Anthem.
I've never missed an Xbox launch date. When the console came out, I was in line, bought it the same day. Xbox 360, Xbox One, everything.
I've never done that. Danos, I've never done that before. So if you want to do it, with me and you, and we'll film it for like a video.
Film it.
No, I'm absolutely serious. We should try to do this. We should try. We should try to figure out where there's going to be a line, and me and you we'll do it with one person who can film us, and we'll make a video out of it. I think it'd be great.
Who's that person gonna be?
But if they release Halo on launch day and they say we're gonna patch something, out of principle, I will not buy the Xbox if they're gonna patch one of my favorite franchises. All right? Did you hear that, Phil Spencer?
That's a man of his word.
All right, we gotta move on. So this is real quick, but I really wanted to mention it because I really liked the Spider-Man game for PlayStation 4. But we got some new detail that says the Miles Morales game, the Spider-Man Miles Morales, is now going to feature a fully remastered version of the original PS4 version of Spider-Man. So we're going to get basically the full PS4 game plus whatever they're calling the Miles Morales game. Because at first they were just calling it like an extra, and it's not a real full game. But now you're getting a fully remastered original Spider-Man plus all of the content for Spider-Man Miles Morales. I think it's great.
Sony is just giving and giving and giving to everybody. That game's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think this is great. I love it.
Yeah.
Great idea too. I mean, when you're making the switch over, great idea.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, we're gonna have to pick one day where Gamertex is just gonna be us talking about what they're doing with next gen stuff for Xbox and for PlayStation, because there are a lot of really cool things that each one of them's doing. Like, I get it, PlayStation's definitely tipping in the better favor, but there's some really cool things that both of them are doing to make sure that we get some of our original content that we get to keep. We're not rebuying any games. We're not redoing stuff like that. So there's some cool stuff that both of them are doing. Like, I get it that PlayStation is definitely publicly doing, like, tipping the scales in their favor and stuff like that. I get that. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that at all. I didn't read that. But
that's the point right now.
Very cool. All right. Well, all right. So this story is something that I'm very excited for. I know you guys aren't buying this on opening day. I am. It shares an opening day with Avengers, which I also want. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered. The soundtrack was released recently, and so we got 37 tracks. And what I was telling the guys before the show, when they patched me into our waiting room, I was playing music. Somebody has already made a Spotify playlist of the entire 2-game soundtrack. And it's great. Like, the older songs that they kept are the songs that I wanted to keep hearing from the first and second game. And the newer songs work with those. Like, they're great. I haven't skipped a song, and I've been listening to it for a while.
Hey, Danny.
Hi.
Hey, Danny.
Hi.
Do you remember, like, a few months ago when we first had this? I think we were still in the studio. And we first had this on the show, and I said, well, Danny, how are you going to handle all the new songs? And you said, no, they're going to use the old songs.
They are using the old songs.
And the new songs.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You made it sound like they were going to take... The only thing I disagreed with is if they completely took off all of the old songs and then just did a new soundtrack with, like, updated artists.
Yep.
They have older artists on here, too. It's not like they just did, like, artists from now. They have great artists on this thing. I had it open before, but I kind of closed it. But I mean, every single artist on here is great. And even, like, I didn't know I was going to like Machine Gun Kelly, but apparently the single that's on here, I like the single. I like the single of Machine Gun Kelly that's on here.
He doesn't.
It's really good. We got a Tribe Called Quest, which is and the song that they're using, I love it.
Fine. That's
the
great.
Ataris are on here. I played with them a bunch. Can I kick it?
Oh my God! Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Permission granted to kick it.
They got Fiddler. They got Fiddler. They got Less Than Jake, which is from 2 anyway. They have Sublime.
Oh, Sublime. We know who Sublime is.
Zebrahead.
Yeah.
They were great. They're a good ska band. MXPX. That's a really old punk rock band. I mean, look, any stuff. Billy Talent, like an older band. I mean, the soundtrack's great. Like the newer songs that they added, and the older ones that they kept. What were you gonna say, Dan?
I was gaming before all three of you guys were born, and I remember when this game came out, the soundtrack, everybody lost their minds because of the soundtrack. I remember how iconic the soundtrack was, and plus I lived in a skateboard town, so everybody was playing this game. I was playing fighting games, GoldenEye, Mario. Everybody was playing these skater games.
Look,
so
many songs and bands that I ended up getting into. And I know we have to move on. I promise we'll move to trending in 1 second. I got from Tony Hawk 1, 2, and 3. Goldfinger, Less Than Jake, MXP, like those kind of bands. They shaped the beginning of me getting into the bands that I'm in. All right, so trending. I want to make sure we get to this story. There's 2 stories I want to make sure to get to. We only have a few minutes left. Canadian man story of the night. Canadian man helps find girl's missing teddy bear by offering a reward online. Can you guys guess the Canadian man?
No.
Trudeau.
Oh.
Good guy Ryan Reynolds.
This does sound like a Canada story.
It really, I mean, I like the twist that it's the Canada story of the night and it's doing really good things. That's hilarious. Well done, Danny. Well done, buddy.
Right.
Yeah.
We're dying from COVID and they're finding teddy bears. That's the difference between us right now.
What's really cool about this is he offered a reward of $5,000 for it. No questions asked. He just wanted it returned. Basically, it was a bear that you were able to record a message in, and the girl's mother had recorded something into it.
Before she got cancer.
Yeah, before she got seriously ill. Yeah. So it was very, very emotionally important. Like she got a bunch of stuff stolen from her. Yeah, but she got a bunch of stuff stolen, or like an iPad and stuff like that. And she didn't care about any of that. She just cared about the teddy bear with her.
Yeah.
But anyway, so good guy Ryan Reynolds. It's awesome. He offered a reward. He got it back.
R squared. R squared coming to the rescue.
So last story. I want to make sure we get to this. Michigan jeweler says he's buried $1 million in riches across the state of Michigan for an epic treasure hunt. This is absolutely incredible.
I'm down.
I am so excited about this.
I'm down.
We need to go on a treasure hunt. So basically, what happened is a Michigan jeweler went out of business after months of being closed because of COVID. And so he said, I could have just retired and just had all this money and stuff. Like, he's a jeweler. He's got all these riches anyway. But he was like, where's the fun in that? Like, that kind of thing is awesome. Like, just having somebody say that, like, I just want to make, like, the world a little bit more like movies or something. Like, it's an awesome thing to do.
Where's the fun in having money when we're in a major economic depression?
Obviously, he kept enough money for
$1 million.
Obviously, he has enough money for himself. He was able to retire. He didn't just go out of business and he's living on the street.
Whoever goes out and tries to find this treasure needs to bring Greg as their cameraman.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
No, I think 100%. Popping out event. Popping out treasure hunt.
Popping out.
It is sold out. It is sold out. It is. I looked into it. I really was going to say, I'm thinking about I'm not kidding. But it's sold out. Like, I mean, it's, like, basically, he tried to.
You can't just go look for it. You got to, like, buy a ticket.
No, I was just going to explain that because I don't want him to seem like a douchebag. All it was is that he is breaking even on the ticket sales. He's only selling a certain amount so he can break even because it cost him like $200,000 to do this. Because it's like maps, and he had to get like things from the city to like dig things up and like but I think this is
got
awesome.
Like permits.
How cool!
What's really cool
and shit. Yeah,
it's not just one lump treasure. He hid stuff all over the state.
It's all over the state. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff. Like one is 2 bars of silver, one is 1 bar of gold, one is a bunch of necklaces. Like it's this is really, really cool.
All right, guys. Well, we're out of time.
Why don't we do that?
We should. Okay. We'll do it with Pops.
I'll bury Lilu somewhere. I'll bury Lilu somewhere, and you guys go find her.
We're out of time. We're going to do a Pop treasure hunt across the United States. Guys, have a great night. Have a great weekend. We will be back here next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Good night, everybody.